these are some examples of his work. And what our project entails, or what we're going to do, is that we're going to make a self-portrait, but using the style of or characteristics of Romero Britto's work, which is a variety of colorful patterns, a variety of vibrant colors, bold black lines with hard edges. That would be what he uses to outline the subject matter. And it all, once he does the outlining of the subject matter, it really does look like a coloring book. And we'll also see that the subject matter fills up the composition. So if you ever hear me say the compositional space, that's just a fancy way to say this picture right here, okay? This piece of paper, or this painting, this canvas, composition is how things are organized in there. And for our purposes, your portrait is going to be centered, okay? To kind of help you guys out, I've added a screenshot of the menu bar, so that when I'm talking about a specific tool that we're going to use, you have it in front of you. So we've been, at the beginning of our unit, we've been brainstorming and researching and looking at Romero Britto's work and other pop art, other artists that work in the pop art movement. So the first step was that you had to find a photograph of yourself or take a photograph of yourself. We were reviewing the characteristics of Romero Britto's artwork. So here's my picture, okay? We're going to insert the photograph into Sketchbook Pro. Well, step one, you have to open up Sketchbook Pro. And now we're going to add our image. So this is the add image tool. So we'll click on here, and then the computer is going to be like, okay, where is the picture that you want to use? And you'll go to, hopefully you know where the picture is. Mine is in my downloads folder. Okay. And it's got the picture in there, but I want to center my face into this composition. So I'm going to click on the transform tool, and I can move it so that's in the center. Okay. And then whenever I get finished, I can hit that green check. Okay. So to add, now Leah, you said you don't see where it says to add the picture.
Yeah.
Do you see on the screen right here where it's got the mountains and with the plus sign?
I see it on yours, but mine don't have that.
Okay.
Oh wait, I lied. I see it.
Another thing that yeah, that's so funny. I lied. Another thing that I want to show you is if you are missing, like say the layer editor or the color editor, this rectangle with the black line at the top, if you click on that, it has a whole bunch of extras. You know, there's sketchbook extras. I probably shouldn't have pressed that because I'm getting off topic, but you can get extra tools. Okay, so we press here, we click on the image, and then we press OK. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to lower the opacity to about 48 or 50%. And I did that by selecting this layer and then pulling the tab down. Okay. And I'm doing that so that I can make sure that I can see my line and where I haven't drawn. Okay, so the next step is going to be to add a blank layer above the picture. Now I can do that by hitting this add layer here. I can do that by clicking in the center, and that will copy the layer, but the plus sign will add a layer. Because remember, we don't want to draw on the original photo. We're drawing above it, okay? And I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, today that I am going to be drawing with a mouse, so it won't be fancy. So I'm going to use the stroke stabilizer, and the tool that we're going to use is the inking pen. If you double click on the inking pen, brush properties come out, and definitely going to change the size. Let's try 6 and 100% opacity. And remember that we want to get the line. Stroke stabilizer. Stroke is another way to say line. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to slowly and carefully. Whoa, that line is too big. Good Lord. Okay, I'll try it at that. So you may want to test your line before you start getting too far into it. Because I changed my line to like a 2.3. Okay, so we're going to start with tracing over the whole large area first. And I would suggest zooming in on some of these things to make sure that you are creating a closed shape whenever you're outlining things. So your options for drawing the lines, you could use a mouse. You could use the passive stylus that I had for you guys in the office, which, by the way, I tricked the front office secretary. They're still there, and she's probably going to make me get them at the end of the day. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, they're still up there. Okay. Oh, you know what? My lines are all messed up because I wasn't using my line stabilizer. Let's see if I do better now. Whoa. Aha, see? I was like, dang, you look like a noob. Yep, that line stabilizer. That's the truth right there. And remember, you can zoom in by the keystroke of holding down the control button and hitting plus, and then you can zoom back out by hitting Control minus. I'm not like those YouTubers that show you their pretty work at the end and then they don't tell you their secrets. Oh, I just want to tell you guys, I do not like drawing with the mouse. I prefer drawing with a stylus or a Wacom tablet, but it is not impossible to do. Go back. See, my thing is my screen is not touch screen like yours is. So you can move yours around as much as you want to, but me, no, I don't have that. And if you do not like the way that the line looks, check to make sure that you have your stroke stabilizer on there, and you can always go back and fix it. It's going to take a while, but we'll get there. Y'all probably laughing at me going, don't you wish you had a touch screen computer like us, Miss Dennis? The answer is yes, I do.